Most people drive right past this place. Locals know it, but it really doesn't get the attention it deserves. If you want a real piece of Kentucky nature, this is it.
Kincaid Lake is just south of Cincinnati at about a 45-minute drive and a little bit northeast of Falmouth. So if you're coming from either way, make sure you stop in Falmouth and check out a few things there. We'll have a couple little highlights, and let's dive right in.
Hey campers, we're here at Kincaid Lake, and we're going to find out if this is a hidden gem in Kentucky or maybe one of its best kept secrets. You really don't hear a lot about Kincaid Lake because it's not a huge lake, but they do have a pool. There's putt-putt, fishing, other water recreation. There's a lot to do here. Let's dive right in. If you're wondering why you can't swim in Kincaid Lake, it's because it's surrounded by agricultural land. And what that does is it causes waste, fertilizer, and just too much sediment to get in the water, making it unsafe to swim in. Unfortunately this year, which if you're watching this later, this is 2026, and the pool is going to be closed for the season due to repairs. So that kind of stinks, but there's still a lot of stuff to do here. You can still do putt-putt, there's playgrounds, fishing, boating, still plenty of stuff to do, but unfortunately there's nowhere to swim this year. But it'll be back up and running next year, I'm sure.
Cranking this thing up never gets any easier.
This is the second restroom, and it's also looks like it's been recently renovated. You have air-conditioned heat. I actually really like the locking doors on the showers. That's a nice little privacy touch. No complaints on the restrooms. They're really nice. Well, I take that back. I have one complaint. The soap dispenser being way up here makes it hard for kids to wash their hands, and we all know we need them washing their hands. So that's my only critique on the bathroom. A little bit of the outside view here. There are several parking spaces on both parts. Looks like there used to be a camping spot right there and they got rid of it. But overall, I mean, it's pretty nice. It's a little bit unlevel, but you are up on a hill, so it's kind of to be expected. But overall, I mean, it's pretty nice. And then we'll show you some more spots ahead. Again, I think we're at spot 43. Yeah, 43. And then 44 is right here. If you're looking for a shaded area for some hammock action, 44 would be great. Okay, so I finally found our projector screen. And then I've got this gizmo that we found in a storage unit when my parents was cleaning those out. So let's see if we can get something put together here and see if we can actually have a movie night. All right, so it's not done, but it's close. I think it's just gonna take a while where it's been folded up for however long so we can have like a little projector movie night. And then we moved this up here because it was just too sloped down there and the bugs were terrible. And then it's about time to start grilling out, so let's do it. One of the most classic, easy things to do is just like hot dogs and hamburgers. And I like doing those the first night because you're just trying to get settled in and there's a lot going on. The kids are wild, as you can hear, so it's just easy and it tastes good. So guys, we're gonna do a couple like gear reviews. Got this on clearance at Walmart. I would not have paid $20 for it. $5, I'm willing to give it a shot. And then thank you Temu for sending me this lantern. So we're going to show you this a little bit, give you a full review on that, and we'll do like an unboxing, and then I'll show you what it does in the dark. And then some more stuff coming up. I can't actually show it, of course, but
hi
buddy. We're going to watch Terminator 2, or at least part of it. But yeah, the screen's slowly getting there, but should be pretty cool. I mean, overall, you basically take an old DVD player. You can get these projectors for like 30, 50 bucks now, and take you a Bluetooth speaker. Some of them connect with Bluetooth or have Wi-Fi. So if you got Wi-Fi or a hotspot, Starlink, whatever, you can watch Netflix or whatever you want. You know, don't stay up too late and be rude to your neighbors. It's a little harder to finish a movie in the summertime with quiet hours, but still.
I'm unboxing this.
Walmart clearance specials, people. Sometimes you can actually get some really nice stuff. Like that was a Walmart clearance special. Sorry for my fingers there, but I'm not re-recording it. But that was like 40 bucks and it was originally like 90.
All right.
So how's this thing looking? It's supposed to be 20 bucks. Is it worth the $5 we paid?
40-hour refill. The charging thing. Hopefully we don't have to charge it up before we have to do it. Unlock. And just twist this.
So it's almost like the Glade smell good things, like the little plug-ins.
Yeah. And I get eaten up by mosquitoes and chiggers, so hopefully this helps us this weekend. So I guess you just, it says you just pop it in here. So you put this in here. There you go, and you pull this little red tab. And then you hit on.
You got to screw it back to the bottom.
Oh, do I?
I'm assuming.
Maybe have a safety feature?
It's probably dead.
Yep, we gotta charge it.
All right, we'll be back. All right, so what do you guys think of our setup? We've got the grill set up. We might do some open campfire cooking tomorrow. I just didn't feel like it tonight. Like I was saying earlier with the hamburgers.
Hi.
Hi, buddy. Got the picnic table. We got a little fan going. He made a fan. Pretty impressive. And then we're going to do a little movie action. We've got the screened in area. Yeah, so how do you like to set up your campsite? Let us know. So just going to go ahead and say that the Rappel Realm thing seems like it actually works. I wouldn't pay $20 for it, but I'd pay $5. So another thing I've noticed with Kincaid, there are a lot of raccoons. So don't leave anything out, buns, food, whatever, they'll get them. They are not shy.
Trash pandas.
Trash pandas. Also wanted to mention on the bathrooms, there are washing machines and some folding areas, so that's nice. Another really cool thing about Kincaid Lake is the old growth trees. Like, you can tell that one's been there a while. Like, I don't think it was logged as heavy as, say, some of the parks and other areas. So it's really cool to see some bigger trees. A lot of the campsites have some really good shade, so I think that's something nice to point out. There's also a really nice little picnic area and playgrounds here at the park. So if for some reason the playground by the campsites are full, you can come over here. There's some cool like excavator toys and some awesome slides and a play area over here with swings and everything.
You can also get a number of items from the camp store. They've got slushies, drinks, candy, cold snacks, and of course, your typical gift shop and camping supplies. Looking for a fishing spot?
A little tip, there's a little road back here by this shelter. Some bathrooms that pass these playgrounds. You'll see the cemetery. If you're coming from the camp, make a right, and then you can come back. Let me slow this pan down a little bit, sorry. You can come down this gravel road here and you can fish down this way. We'll get a little closer. But once you get down here, and it's also right next to the pool, so dads or moms that like to fish, you know, if one of you's watching the kids in the pool and one of you wants to go fish, you can just walk right down here. There's a nice spot, several nice spots. A few hiking trails here at Kincaid Lake. The Ironwood Trail, I would say, is like moderate because there's a lot of uphill, but the Spice Bush, I always want to say brush, it's pretty easy. So you can, you know, pretty much anybody can do that one. Neither of them is really like handicap accessible. So keep that in mind. We do already have a video of this, so we're not going to show you that in this video, but I'll put a link in the description if you want to check it out. All right, so this is the Pack Solar Power Lantern. As you can see, a lot of it's in Chinese, but it is from Temu, as I like to call it. I think it's Temu, but whatever. Looks pretty cool. I mean, for $5, you can't, I don't know how well you can see that. I'll put a link in the description if you want to pick one up. It's pretty cheap, and it's local shipping to the United States too, so that means it's already here. You're not going to pay extra like tariffs or something. Comes with a charger. That's nice. USB-C. I guess this is a little hook for it. Okay, so that just snaps right on there. And it's got another little hook there, so that's pretty nice. There's the charger. Wow. I think it's 500 lumens, it says on the box, so that's pretty good. And then it's also got multiple modes. So you can do just lantern mode, dim, flash, or like more of like a flashlight itself. Kind of gives it a neat little blue hue too. For $5, I don't think you can beat it. I've got an old one around here somewhere that I've had forever, that blow up one, and it ripped, I think, the last when I went camping in January. If you haven't seen that video yet, I go stealth camping on an abandoned road, so check that one out. It was pretty cool. But for $5, I mean, this little lantern seems, you know, there's that, but I did pull it pretty hard. But that's also how you'd replace the battery. So you have to have some kind of way to replace the battery. And that would be how it is. It's got a little rechargeable like AA in there. They didn't make it easy to get to, but you could just take them screws out if you ever needed to replace it, and that would probably fix your issue. I'll wait till it gets a little darker and I'll show you a little more on it. Now it says boat ramp, but there's some good places to fish here. There's also another little dock, so another good fishing spot if you're looking. And here's the boat dock. To be honest, I'm not sure what the heck's going on here. I mean, this place looks like it's about to fall in. It kind of feels like it too. Probably not even supposed to be out here. But here's the boat dock. They used to have kayak rentals and such out here, but maybe they're planning on remodeling the whole thing. That could be the case. It definitely needs it. No smoking on the boat dock because it's old and dried up. It might just spontaneously combust. But yeah, here it is. I wanted to take a moment to thank the staff here at Kincaid Lake. Everybody has been so friendly and helpful, and it's really just, you know, added to making it a special place to, you know, go and spend the weekend or even a whole week here. So thank you, everybody. You guys are awesome. Now, because we are just 45 minutes from Cincinnati, if that, we thought we'd make conies for lunch, Cincinnati style. Look at these things, they have no fear. And if you're into golf, you can come up here, play a round of golf, and check out the golf center. They also have ice cream and food.
We're doing some steak and potato action, and the potatoes take a lot longer, so we're gonna cook them first a little bit.
But we gotta let this burn down the coals. Right now it's way too hot. That looks good. Okay, so we put steak, potatoes, and broccoli together, and hamburger seasoning. But what it needs is
Some bell pepper and onion. Make it really good.
yes.
Before we do our Pick Your Spot tour, we want to show you a few highlights from downtown Falmouth. We got lunch at the Smoking Pig, and it was pretty good. But my favorite place in Falmouth has to be the Mystery Box. Their new location is loaded with return-sealed surprise boxes. They also have a great selection of other items. You never know what treasure you'll pull out of the Mystery Box.
All right, now we're going to do a little pick your site tour. There's site 1. Here's 2. Looks like you're going to get the morning and midday sun, but you know, dump station's right there at the beginning. You can access it from either side. There's sites 3 and 4. Decently flat, but it drops off as soon as you go around back. Now, site 5 here is nice and shaded. 6 is kind of backed up a little bit. This one is 7. 7's not a good spot. I wouldn't want 7. 8 don't look horrible. But now check this one out. They almost couldn't get it level. So that's site 9, so that's something to consider. Site 10 looks pretty decent. And then I guess this would be 11. Yeah, we got 11 here. These are very short, so if you've got a long rig, you are not going to fit here. And there's not a lot of room for recreation. I mean, is up over the hill kind of, but it'd be on a hill. So if there's nothing else, you know, take it. Like 13 don't look too bad, but they're short again. A little bit of levelness here on these. There's 15. And then we have site 16. These look better and flatter. Site 17. Now here we got 18. This looks like a pretty good spot. You've got a little bit of flat area. They got a nice pink flamingo there. 19 looks pretty good. 19 and 20. Shade at certain times of the day. 21 looks okay. 22 looks absolutely terrible. They should probably just get rid of that as a spot. 23's got a lot of people out, so we'll try not to get too much of that. The next site looks pretty good though. 25 looks nice. 26 is a good flat spot. Lots of room behind it too. Same with 27 and 28, big spots. And a lot more flatter space. So nice on those. 29, 30, great looking spots. Now there's some on this side, 57, 58. These are all pull-through spots. And then on the other side, you have that too. And there's lots of people out. 33 is a good spot. Real good spot at this one too. 35 looks pretty good. 36, good spot. 37 is kind of slow. This one looks pretty good. They've got a really nice setup here, so between them two, nice family area. That's like 39 there. 40 looks like a pretty good spot, a little bit unlevel. Right here you have 41, great spot. 42 next to it, pretty good, not quite as wide. And then here is our spot, 43. There's not a lot of level space, like we're taking up every bit of flat real estate there is there. And the spot next to it's pretty tight with the trees, but if you were doing some hammock camping, it'd be nice. 45 is a pretty good spot. Same with that one, you kind of got a park slanted though, but you do have some flat space, so that's nice. 49, 50, 52 is set up interestingly. I don't know how I feel about that spot. And then down here's the group camping area. I've actually never been down here before, so this is going to be a new experience for all of us. Sorry for my finger there. I know this part's not as exciting, but if you're wanting to see the park and what it's actually like, you definitely kind of want to keep watching this part. And there's another big tree like I was talking about, some of the old growth forest. Yeah. So while this is set up for group camping, I guess, there's no electric, there's no water. Now we're taking you back through the interior loop and we'll head over to primitive area. But these are some of the pull-through sites that we've seen from the other side, but not well. but looks like you got water, electric. They're close together, but again, they're pull-through sites. It's pretty nice. And then there's the playground here. There's a lot of kids not wanting to them out, so here's the playground. And then there's some more sites there, and the first bathhouse. And if you flip over to this side, which these two spots look really cool. I think it was, should be a sign here, 65 and 66, I believe. Yeah, and then there's 67 and 68. Those are good spots. Sorry to catch these. Pretty good here too. And then right here you have 63 and 64. Those don't look all that great. And you got 71, 72. And now we'll head down to the primitive sites. Now what I do really love about some of the primitive sites is they're down on the water. So if you're wanting to do some late night like catfishing or something like that, pardon me, if you're wanting to do some late night fishing, the primitive sites are where it's at. So there's T75 right in the sun, no shade at all. There's family here, so I don't want to bother them. But T74, you do have some shade on it. And then T73 has a little bit of shade. Some really nice looking trees back here. Y'all know me, I love my trees, but I hate honeysuckle. One downside with back here as well, and I apologize for my voice, I don't know what's got stuck in my throat all of a sudden. The downfall with down here is there's no bathroom. I think there's just like a porta potty. There's two separate branches. We'll come back and go around that side in a moment. And then there's camps on both sides. There's like T43, T18 on this side. A lot of the primitive is all sloped. I mean, you're literally going down a hill here. Some good ones though would be like T39. That's pretty flat. T38's not terrible. There's enough room for a tent there. T37 looks awful. T23, not great. Some of those over there, T36. We actually stayed at T35. I'll show you that in just a moment. T25, I don't know. There's nowhere flat to set a tent. I don't really understand how that's even a spot. T26, yeah. T27 looks pretty good. This is one of the good water spots where you can do some good fishing. Same with T28, you can fish there. 29 looks good. 30, 31, 32 is a really good spot. It's flat and it's close to the water. T33 is a good spot. And then I think we stayed right here at T34 if I remember. It might have been T35. But if you can, get the ones towards the bottom. If you've got to get anything like T23, 22, I wouldn't even bother. I don't know how you'd sleep. If you were I take that back. If you were doing some hammock camping, those sites might be fine because the levelness isn't really going to matter. If you're tent camping, it's going to stink. But there are still some good tent ones. And then we'll show you down this branch. I don't know what numbers are down here. I'll put it on the bottom of the page. Right here you got T72. It's a nice big spot. You could get a tent there, wouldn't be too bad. That was a big tree right there. They've got T71 there. That looks pretty nice. They got a tent there level. T70 looks pretty good. T69. This loop actually is pretty nice. Now the ones on this side, T45, less desirable. The 60s, you get bigger sites and they look better. 47 don't look too bad. You can do that. 48 looks pretty good. And same with 65 and 64 look okay. And 63. Site 49 looks pretty good. 50, yeah, there's a flat spot right there. You can do 50. 51, it's pretty hilly, but you can make it. Get 50, T53 down on the bottom, that looks good. You see how many people's down here camping right down by the water. Looks like some awesome sites down there. So any of them that are at the bottom are good sites, and as you can tell, that's where everybody's at. T62 actually looks like a pretty good spot. Not perfectly level, but you could manage it. You know, just put how you're sleeping your head uphill. And that's pretty much it. We'll show you these a little bit better here. Yeah, I know the pick your site part gets kind of annoying, but it's also like the most important information you want when you're going camping is you want a good site. You don't want one that's too small or totally on a hillside to where you're going to be miserable the whole time.
All right. I have nothing bad to say about Kincaid. I mean, other than the pool being down, but again, nothing they could do about that. All the staff was super friendly and they cleaned very well. Everything was really nice. Is there anything else you want to add?
I just loved how like everybody was so friendly and the park was so clean and the kids had a good time. We had a good time.
Yeah.
Other than the, like you can't swim in the lake and the pool was gone, but we
improvised and brought our own pool, so it all worked out. We would definitely stay here again. If you're in the area and looking for a place to camp, check it out. Until next time, happy travels.